likely the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. One game to decide it all. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams. Around the globe, wherever you are, welcome to America's Great Sports Day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday. Great to share it with you one more time, Greg. What a 2025 season, all the twists, all the turns, and it all culminates tonight here in Santa Clara.
And I think this is a matchup, Mike, that I don't know how many people had on their card just a couple weeks ago. But you look at the rosters, both sides of the ball, very well balanced, very well coached. So I think the biggest thing each team told us all week was, let's just handle the emotions of the pregame. Let's handle all of the lead up. Because once that ball's kicked off, let's just rely on what's gotten us here. And I think we're in for a treat.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got his man. It's Smith. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
On play action, it's Stafford. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Now a 2nd down throw for Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 4. Again, it's Stafford. Open man is Parkinson. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal. Try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
Big-time conversion here on 3rd down to extend this drive. This opening script, Mike, has been flawless up until this point. It feels like they've got to come away with 6. It feels like a 3-point settle would be a letdown, and they have to find a way to finish this drive in the end zone.
Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
2 weeks of anticipation, 2 weeks of scrutiny. I'm not sure if you can start a Super Bowl game any better than we just saw here, Mike. I mean, to take that ball down methodically, play after play, and end up with a touchdown, it just allows you to settle into the game, settle your entire sideline, and take a deep breath. Now it's up to the defense to go out there and try to get a stop, and you just can't start a Super Bowl any better than that.
Now the try here for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Rams are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs?
Once more, it's Anderson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, here's May. That's complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Patriots first down. Out of the gun, it's Henderson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Got to get this to the 25. Here's third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then, what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Now Andres Borregamas for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Pats come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over now for the second time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Play action, Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
Gain of 15.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. That one caught by Adams. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Rams first down.
Los Angeles.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Open downfield is Parkinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
Gain of 26 yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
First down.
I love this call, Mike. Defense is thinking run here. It's second and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy first down. Really well done.
First down, it is Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
At the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
Throw on third down, Stafford. That is caught side of the end zone. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. They get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to get going. On their second possession, they'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st down, they go back to Henderson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, the Rams out to the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. Here's 2nd and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. They'll run. It's Henderson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Gun, here's May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Puka Nacua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
Still 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, Stafford. Nacua snags it over the middle. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 9 yards.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, L.A.
First down, Los Angeles.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. This one caught by Parkinson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
16-yard line. A gain of
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Stafford now to throw on first down. To the goal line and in. Davante Adams. Touchdown, L.A.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now, the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams will take a 21-7 lead.
Rams 21, Patriots 7.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That's good.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing now is May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
first and 10.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the first half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similarly.
Throw again is May. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. And it's an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances of picking up a key 3rd down? This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. He'll work forward for a couple. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down.
Jack Gibbons on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
This one complete to Atwell. And he's going to get this close to a 1st down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On the return is Jones. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Patriots offense ready to take over once more. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is May. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw now, May. Complete to Henderson. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 12 yards on that pass. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's May again. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
3 yards.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Second down and 3. It's the tight end Henry in motion. May to the air once more. Open man, DeMario Douglas. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And the Patriots are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule, in fact, he did not get the football across the plane to the goal line. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This about as short as you can get. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Patriots cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
What a methodical drive to close this half out. I mean, let's not forget, Mike, they get the ball after the break as well, so they get back-to-back. They call it doubling up possessions. Last one of the first half, first one of the second half. It's a great opportunity to put some distance between you and the opponent.
So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We welcome you back on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Left side, he's got Henry. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. May gonna look to throw. Pass completed to Douglas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Patriots first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now May. That's into the hands of Diggs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
10 more yards.
Back-to-back gains of 10 yards. And back-to-back first downs.
1st and 10 at the
Mike, you've heard me
29-yard
say it
line.
1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and a yard. May gonna hold on to this one. And he will score! Great May. Touchdown, Patriots.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option, but for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball, and by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he'll get in for the 2-point conversion. And now the deficit is just a field goal.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
From the 6, here comes a return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this up to the 30. And I'll pick up a 5.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. On play action, it's Stafford. Right side, complete to Nakua. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Gain of 9 yards.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays, stay ahead of the chains.
Man in motion is Smith. Play action, Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
46-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
The motion man is Nakua. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Williams. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. And He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. First down, Los Angeles.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Williams. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
So close to taking that one in. Good job defensively. They're able to force him out of bounds just shy of the pylon, but you can bet when he gets up, he's going to look over at his sideline, Mike, and be like,
that is caught by the tight end, Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, Rams. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kick is good. Makes the score Rams 28, Patriots 18.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Off the play fake, it's May. He's going to let this one go deep. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play here in the big game. A gain of 48.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket. And great example of it here.
Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, New England.
1st and 10.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll take this one in. Hunter Henry. Touchdown, New England.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Borregales now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Patriots are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. Start on the ground, and he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, LA.
First down, Rams.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th. From Santa Clara, after this. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. At their 48-yard line.
A give, and here comes Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, that 2nd down play call is not real fancy, but at this point, Mike, they're in a battle with the clock. How much time can they run off and try to protect this lead? But now it brings up a pretty interesting 3rd down. Can they keep the ball and finish this thing on offense, or are they going to have to punt it away and have their defense finish the game?
Throw it on 3rd down, Stafford. He'll let this go. Deep shot for Atwell. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Thrown out of the gun, they're going to run with Henderson. And he's trying to get upfield, but cannot do it. Knocks backwards to the 2.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
At the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's May. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? An opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Patriots ready for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Here comes Smith on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Patriots' 47-yard line.
They put Adams in motion. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Play action now for Stafford. This throw right side is caught by Adams. 12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Rams first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Man in motion is Smith. A give left side. Here's Williams. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Second down, it's Stafford. Here's a screen set up to Williams. He's going to be out of bounds, gain of just a couple, and now we've got third down coming up.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Davante Adams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. Here's May. We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Throwing on 2nd down, May. The located big target, Henry, over the middle. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And 11.
May. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kayshon Boutte was the one he was looking for. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down. This is going to wind up being not just a conversion, but a play that flips the field as well.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. 3rd and a yard. To throw now, May. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their 1st timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Rams.
They put Adams in motion. Now a 1st down throw for Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Pats can stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Couple of 1st downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 50-yard line.
It's Stafford throwing from the pistol. That's to Parkinson, open right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. On the carry, it's Williams. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So on is the kicker, Harrison Mevis, in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. Oh, he had the distance, but it doinks off the upright, no good. And the Rams have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Wow, you talk about a compelling Super Bowl. That's as good as we could ask for, Greg. A struggle, tight till the end, but ultimately, one team had a little bit more, and they are now the champions.
And as in the case in so many Super Bowls, Mike, your entire franchise, and for a lot of these players, their legacies are altered by a play here, a play there. This could have been a totally different outcome, but let's give credit to the champs. They made the plays when they needed, and that's NFL ball, and I'll tell you what, they're going to enjoy this celebration.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson, Mike Tirico, good night